he's even finished with them. He hasn't gotten it, but he knows what he wants to do. So we need to be right there for him every step of the way. We have Miss Roxy. She is her own faith. She is her own faith. Thank God for them. Thank God that together they are continuing, and we are going to see MLK go to the next level with their vision. So Roxy and Carrie, want to come up?
Good morning. So I'm going to be brief, Cameo Green. We'll make sure that we're very brief. Speaking of which, I want to thank a couple of people really quick. And I'm going to start with Cameo Green. Cameo does not know how valuable she is to this community. And it's because she does the work. When you see her, she's doing the work. It's easy to complain, it's easy to criticize, but it's very difficult to put your head down and do the work. So Cameo, thank you so much for being my left brain. I appreciate you so much. Did you enjoy the food today? Did you enjoy the food? Okay. I want to thank Antoinette Duhon and her catering company for catering today's breakfast. It's hard to cater for 30 plus people, but she got the job done. We thank her so much for that. Carly PQ, and I'm going to ask these students from Washington Marion to come down here really quickly. The students from Washington Marion, I want to thank them so much for serving this community. Come on down, y'all, come down. Thank them so much for being a part of this program. And also Ms. Carly PQ, thank you so much for coordinating this morning. KK Creations, they did the balloon designs, an amazing job. They were here at 8 o'clock this morning putting the balloons together, and we thank them so much. Senator Jeremy Stein, thank you so much for last night. He hosted an event, a private event for our sponsors and honorees. We thank you so much for that. Donnie Glenn, if you heard the noise that kept going on really loud, that was Donnie and his drone. We thank you so much, Donnie, for all that you do in this community. Thank you so much. Darius and Melanie Wallace and Wallace Digital, if you check their website on Facebook, the live feed from this morning is there. Thank you guys for live streaming this morning. Thank you guys so much. To our honorees, thank you for the work that you guys do. When I think about our honorees, I think about Miss Etta Pete. I saw Mr. Pete was here. Is he still here? He's not here. Mr. Pete was here a little earlier. Miss Etta Pete was a selfless servant in our community. And we lost her earlier on in the COVID fight. And I remember that we never got a chance to really honor her work because when she died, there was a private graveside funeral. There was only about 4 or 5 people that were able to go. Her husband, I think, wasn't even able to go to the funeral at the time. But I went and I drove out there and I sat in my car and I remember asking myself, I wonder if she knew she was loved. And so many times when people die, we think about the work they've done and we do the most. But oftentimes we don't get to honor people like our honorees when they're living and when they're alive. So yes, the morning has been lengthy, but it's important to honor people when they're alive. So we thank you so much for your work, for your life, and for all that you do in this community. Thank you so much. Dr. Kane, thank you, sir. 45 years is a very long time. Thank you. Thank you. In the next few weeks and months, the MLK Coalition will be asking individuals to come and be a part of a board. And we ask that any help that you can do in this community, that you will help us be a part of this. Ms. Blackwell worked very hard in this community. And to have an event that's been here for 38 years is such a long time. I remember she told me a story once that during the very first MLK parade, the police put her in the back of a car to escort her because there was death threats. But she never stopped. She kept working. She kept working harder and harder and getting people who have different likes and commonalities together to do the work. So we thank her for that work, and we're going to keep that work going, and we need you guys to be a part of that work. So we'll be getting with you about that. I want to turn the mic over in a second to Ms. Roxy Smith, who does an incredible job of keeping this legacy going. I told her as long as she's here, I'll be here. So thank you so much for your work. At this time, really quickly, we're going to honor our honorees with some awards. Ms. Woods, if you can grab them one by one. Just come up when you hear your name. Philip 66, just a representative. Home Health 2000. You can clap. We're gonna be really brief, y'all. We're almost done, I promise. Visit Lake Charles. There's a representation from Visit Lake Charles. The Chamber Southwest. Billy Navarre, Mount Olive, Lake Charles Memorial, McNeese State University, and Senator Jeremy Stein. These individuals and so many more have given financial, you break it, you bought it. We gave so many donations to the MLK Coalition. We thank them so much for the work. Thank you guys again for joining this morning with us. Ms. Roxy, it's all yours.
Good afternoon to everyone.
You broke it, you buy it, you broke it, it's all yours. Okay, we'll go class next year.
You ready? Again, we would like to thank everyone in the community. There are so many out that we have reached out to, and you have just been a happy, so cohesive, working together in anything that we've asked you to do. Again, in this year and so many years, we look forward to all of our community helpers coming out, being involved. You are amazing, you're wonderful, but with so many of you together, with so many great ideas, we just want to keep my sister's dream alive. And with your involvement, we can make things happen in Southwest Louisiana. Yes, we have made some temporary setbacks, but we're not letting that stop us now. I want to see this community be strong, be a survivor, be alive and well again. And I know with you on the wheel, we can all work together to make this happen. And with the MLK Coalition, with you and with my mates and all of my helpers, we can do this. I know we can, because Martin Luther King said it takes a community to work things out and become involved. I want all of you to tell us, what can we do? What will you do? How can I help? We are here, we are reaching out, but we need the whole community involved in what we are trying so hard to do. And I can see it in your eyes. We want it, you want it, and we will work together to continue what she started over 30 plus years ago. And thank you so much.
So really quickly, before we dismiss, we just want to thank Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity so much for all the work you guys have done. Mr. Eric Fry, thank you guys so much. That concludes our morning. Ms. Julie Washington, thank you so much for being our master of ceremony today. Thank you guys. Have a great morning. We ask that the honorees would come to the front for a couple of pictures as well. And thank you.
My family from Dallas that came down, thank you for coming and always there supporting me. Thank you so much.